Well, our journey is now going from Sweden to Poland, so we drive across Europe. So the next presentation will be held by Krzysztof Kurowskii. He's the head of quantum technologies at the Poznan Supercomputing and Networking Center. Dear Krzysztof, it's great to see you again at ISC. At your center, you have HPC AI and quantum systems hosting PIAST-Q and PIAST-AI from EuroHPC. Please share with us your experiences in connecting these systems. Okay. Please.
Thank you for your introduction, and good morning, everyone. My name is Krzysztof Kurowskii, and I am representing Poznan Supercomputing and Networking Center. And today I'm gonna show you very quickly a journey that we took actually since the 90s, and show you how the federated approach that we selected turned out to be a really successful model, not only for collaboration, but the synergy that we have achieved out of many projects, and those projects brought us up to the at least European level of infrastructures. Okay, so for those of you who participated in a keynote presentation given by Martin Schulz, he really nicely presented heterogeneous computing parts consisting of AI, quantum, neuromorphic components. And I would like to a little bit even complicate this picture and add another dimension of having not necessarily all those components located in one place, but imagine that you have all those components distributed geographically in different places. And then the challenge is to have them all combined and at the end naturally provide the unified, what we call federated access to the underlying different heterogeneous resources. So first let me start. Poznan is actually not far away from Hamburg. It's on the west part of Poland. And when we started back in the 90s, there was literally nothing. We didn't have high-speed roads, but we thought that it would be good to start with high-speed optical networks. And that's how we created the PIONIER network, which consists of 21 metropolitan area networks. This network, optical network, connected of 5, actually 6 supercomputing centers spread out around the country. And one of the core services that you also probably still using was a federated EDROM service. So basically the idea is wherever you go, you can still get access to the underlying service. And then from the end user perspective, it's really, really convenient. And people are actually looking for such an easy access to the underlying different infrastructure. So now for based on the core backbone, we started some experiments more than 10 years ago with quantum communication, quantum computing, and quantum sensing. And again, not necessarily taking the top-down, rather the bottom-up approach. We created a synergy working with different institutions and connected, that's a full mesh of all the HPC centers in Poland are fully connected with QKD network, which is, by the way, the largest QKD network in Poland and in Europe, actually. And now, having this network, we would like to extend the cross-border connectivities to surrounding countries. And the reason for that is because Poland is a central part of Europe. So we're also participating in part European GÉANT network. So this is just a good example to see how you can naturally build on the top of the local, regional, and national initiatives, something that we can offer also at the European level. Then for storage, it's pretty much a similar story. We are responsible for the national data storage system, which is not centralized system. It's actually spread out across 9 or now 11 institutions. And the idea was, again, pretty much the same, to have those storage repositories not necessarily located in one central place, but really distributed and connected over high-speed optical networks. And this is how the system was created, and that's how we propose this solution to support the European Open Science Cloud. And we have been hosting since 2021, the EOSC EU node physically, but still supporting the federated approach system and data repositories physically in Poznan. Now, I'm really excited because I do remember, Anders, when we met 4 years ago, when the call was open, and we're really, new kid in the block, and we really wanted to show and demonstrate that we are capable of hosting a quantum system, and that for us it was really difficult because we're not part of those who were big enough at that time, to host such a system. And at that time, again, at the national level, we have 2 photonic quantum systems already established, and we've been running some experiments, even with distributed quantum computing. So we thought that would be really good to also show some experiences and show people at the Commission and especially at the EuroHPC that Poland is capable of hosting tightly integrated HPC and quantum systems. And this is how things happened and started, and I'm really glad because this is actually the quantum system, the PIAST-Q system, is the first part of the EuroHPC infrastructure located in Poland. So not classical, but the quantum system, which will be tightly connected to the classical system. And we also have been selected for the AI factory, the PIAST-AI factory. The system will be installed hopefully beginning of next year. The last not least, you can also think about skills. This is what was already mentioned a couple of times during previous presentations. You can also stick to local or national curriculum and training initiatives, but you can also exchange experiences among different countries and partners across Europe. And this is how also different competence centers for classical AI and quantum technologies have been already established. And again, this is not necessarily top-down, rather bottom-up approach when you're trying to connect experts coming from different regions, from different places, and create a synergy out of such collaboration. And this is what's also happening, and we are pretty much involved in these initiatives as well, representing Poland and Polish partners, coordinating many initiatives, supporting many training sessions, hackathons, events, conferences, and some conclusions. So please bear in mind and co-design with users, partners, not necessarily around you. See what's happening in other places. There's always something to take and to learn. Do not reinvent the wheel. Try to reuse as much as possible of existing pieces and experiences. Try to really also bear in mind that distributed approach in many cases, especially for security systems, is probably better than centralized approach. Agree, propose, be open, collaborate, and grow skills and ecosystem. So I wish you good luck with all those components and infrastructures. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Krzysztof. So please join us here.